What's going on, guys? Greg Misco Eyes back with another review. Today we have the Warrior Burn X helmet. Here it is right here, generously provided to us by the Chodnicki family and Mount St. Mary's. And then we also have the original to compare it to. Right here, this original Burn, which I did wear for a couple games and was one of my most liked Instagram posts of all time for an extreme level of tilt. So I like the Burn, the original Burn. And we're gonna take a look at this one. We did do a quick little brief in-store visit where I was a little critical of the look, I think, in retrospect. Really good from the front.
I'm not gonna lie, you look like a squid right now.
Oh. I got a tiny little head though. My head probably looks tiny in this thing. I may have been a little hasty in that opinion since the customs have come out, since they've rolled out on college teams. The look has actually grown on me. Initially I was turned off by these big swoopy eyelets, and I like them now more. They've grown on me, and or I've just come to be more accustomed to them and like them a little bit more than I used to. So let's look at the specs. The stock version of this helmet, the all white, is $299. That's going to be the same price as its Cascade counterpart, and then the custom, fully custom version, I think it's $329. So helmets are working their way up there a little bit in price, but I will say for them, their customizer is really sick. It has this 360 CGI view where you can pull the helmet in all directions. And when I was younger, one of my favorite things to do was to sit there and customize gloves and helmets. So they have a really nice customizer. And again, the ones that have been on the field in the custom version have looked really nice. So, you know, there's a lot of specs, a lot of tech buzzwords that they've thrown out. It's a general redesign. I'd say from the front, it looks pretty similar to the old one. Where you really get into that difference is in the back, where they've got these new fins. Used to be just pretty plain and smooth, and they've also got, let me get the tech term right, this is called Jetstream. I believe they're talking about these vents that allow a lot of airflow flow through the front of the helmet and out the Jetstream vent, which I don't know how well it works for ventilation. Looks okay, but it looks really cool. I like that you can custom pick that color. Another thing that they've always had, they had on the old helmet that I really like, is the BOA system. They call this the Adapt Fit 270 BOA system. That's because it wraps 270 degrees around your head. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, Winston. It's got these little strings in here. See that? And as you tighten this, it's gonna pull all that together. They also use it on snowboard boots, shoes, a bunch of different applications, and I love it. It's super easy. I prefer it to the Cascade method of the cinching. I don't know if I'm the only one, but whenever I put a Cascade helmet down on the ground, it closes itself up, and I try and put it on, it's too tight. It's really annoying. I love the BOA system. I will say, on one of my older helmets, the BOA broke. It might have even been this one, because it was so exposed to being checked. And they did seem to have gotten that feedback, and they tucked it up into this little notch here so it can't be checked as easily. Another feature that they're really pumped about, let me make sure I get all these names right, is the OmniShock Plus Impacts Protection. They don't go into too much detail of what's in that, but basically it helps them get NOXI certified. And then one thing I thought was really interesting was heat moldable pads. I couldn't exactly figure out which pads were heat moldable, and there wasn't a lot of information, or even if you have to like heat them up and put them back in. They've got these little removable ear pads. I don't think those are it. I think that it's this pad in here that goes all along the forehead and the top of your head. I don't know for sure, but my hunch is they mold to your head when your head is hot. It didn't say anywhere you had to like take it out and microwave it and press it to your head. I couldn't quite figure out how they work, but they are really touting these heat moldable pads. If anybody knows, please leave in the comments. I'd love to know a little bit more about it. But basically, I'll put it on so you guys can see how it fits. I think this one's gonna be big on me because I have a couple sizes and my head is really small. It fits okay. And you tighten the BOA in the back. Feels pretty comfortable. A little pressure on my forehead. Does it look too big on my head? Does my head look small in there, Winston?
From right here, you look pretty good.
It looks good? Okay.
He's lying. You look like a squid right now.
Rats. So it fits pretty nice, even without the chin strap on, even without adjusting all the pads. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all these helmets, the new ones, we're gonna get the SCX Aero as well, and then we'll do a big comparison and see in 2025 who has the best helmet. Overall, I think this is a cool option. The customs are nice. I still don't see a huge reason to get this over the Cascade. My gut reaction is that the Cascade's a little more comfortable and a little bit lighter than this, but we'll do a triple head-to-head and see which one really is the best. So in the comments, leave any questions, ideas. If you understand how these heat molding pads work, I'd love to hear about it. Let me know what you think. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.